Hey skaters, it's Stace here from Next Edge Tutorials. In this lesson today, I'm going to be showing you how to make your landing stand out. Now, you probably already know how important landings are in figure skating, but are you putting in the time and effort to make them big and beautiful? Because in a training session, we probably do more landings than anything else because we have landings after spins, we have landings after jumps, we have landings after you do an exercise moving down the ice. They are probably the one thing that you do the most on a figure skating session. Now, let's take, for instance, I do a spin and I have an okay landing. So I go nice upright spin, push and hold. Or I go nice spin, push out and finish. Well, right away, I know that you're thinking, oh my goodness, that first one is not amazing. The second one is much better. And that's something that we are going to focus on today, making your landings look beautiful on the ice. So before we move on, I want you to click on the link below in the description for your free PDF guide on the 10 hacks that every figure skater should know. These are hacks that I had to learn the hard way over years of skating, but I don't want you to have to learn the hard way. So I want you to give it a click because it goes over on ice and off ice hacks. So when you're ready, give it a click. So before we start fixing these landing positions, let's look at 3 different types of landing positions that I see a lot of skaters do. The first one is just gonna be a skater starting out. So you might see them exit and they push out and they hold. There's nothing wrong with that because they are just starting their figure skating journey. They don't have the confidence, they don't have the strength yet to hold that landing position. So they push back and they hold, and the hips turned in, the foot's rolled in, the shoulders are forward, and they're just kind of looking straight. Now, the second one is they've been skating a lot longer, they're starting to get more confidence in their landing position, and it kind of looks like this. So they'll exit from a jump or a spin, there's a bit more turnout here, and the arms are stretched more, and they might have their chin up holding. So they've gotten a bit more control in their free leg because they're able to lift it up, but their shoulders are still a little bit more forward and there's no confidence behind. And the third one that I see skaters do, and it's just because they have more knowledge of that position and they have the strength, they push back and they hold. They have power, they have strength within that landing position. So those are kind of the 3 common landing positions that I see in figure skating. Now, we are going to build this landing position so that you have it all the time, no matter if you are just starting out or you've been skating for a while and you want to improve it even more. All right, now we are going to break down this landing position at the barrier from the head all the way down to the toe. Now, I jump anti-clockwise, so I'm going to be doing my landing on my right leg. If you jump the other way, you're just gonna reverse everything where you land on your left and everything will be focused towards the left. All right, so we're gonna start because I land on my right like I spoke about. I'm going to make sure that I always look to the right when I land my jump here, holding. So I like to teach this way. It is a personal preference, but I find that it is so effective and so helpful. So we look to the right. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is lift our arms up and hold. Now, I like to lift them up slightly higher than that 90 degrees here. So I don't like them super low. I like them lifted a little bit more because I feel like it stretches out through my chest and I get that nice open feeling. So we have arms stretching out and my fingers are very much stretched. I'm not crunching them in. So we have arms out, nice fingers, and head to the right. And you can just practice holding this strong position here. Now, the next bit would be our torso. So again, very much pulled up here. So we have head to the right, arms up, torso pulled up. Next thing is going to be bending our knees. Now, after we bend our knees, I'm going to stretch my left toe back and hold. So I just want to feel this position here. I haven't even lifted my free leg yet. So I'm going to stretch and hold. 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling this strong position here. There's nothing about my body that's caving forward and weak. It's very strong. I feel very proud in this position here holding. Now, I want you to hold onto the barrier with that right hand, and you're going to lift your left leg up and hold it. This free leg is so strong. If y'all could feel it right now, it is so strong. There's nothing relaxed about it. So you can even try straightening it, feeling that toe point, and relaxing your leg, just so that you can feel the difference of exactly what you want. Strength, no strength. Strength, no strength. So we want to feel that position. So relax your body. We're gonna put everything together. So we're gonna go hand on the, let's start with just stretching first. Head to the right, good. Now, hand on the barrier, bend your knees, and stretch that leg back and hold that position. I feel that I'm also squeezing this area to get that strong position holding right here. And then you can put your arm down just so that you can check your balance a bit more. My body is very strong through here. I'm not tilting to one side or the other. I am right over that right leg. All my weight is there. I'm not to the left and I'm not all the way to the right. I am right over that right leg holding that position. And that's where I feel like a lot of skaters go wrong with that landing position, is that they just do the landing position. Oh, I did the jump there and done. And you can always notice a strong skater or an advanced skater because they take time. They take that extra few seconds to hit that strong position in a landing, holding. Okay, their jump or their spin might not be amazing, but the main thing that they do is they finish that element. Good or bad, they finish it. And that's something that's so important that you want to remember as a skater just starting out, or you have been skating, is to remember to keep a strong landing position. Now that we have built the landing position at the barrier, let's take it off and put it on a curve. Now, what I don't want you doing is when you push back, just lifting the leg. There's no power behind it. All it is a lift of the leg. I want you practicing with power so that when you do that pushback, you feel that aggressiveness with this free leg here. Push back. I'm taking that push back and I feel my left leg staying on the ice and then pushing and lifting. And it's already building that strength within that landing position. So we're focusing on head to the right, arms a little bit higher than 90 degrees, stretching that free leg and pointing the toe. So let's do it one more time. And I'm gonna add that strength when I push back and hold. So we're gonna go arms up and I'm gonna go push back and hold, push back and hold. So that right there, just focusing on that push and hold, is gonna start giving you strength. It's gonna give you confidence out of your jumps and your spins, that you always focus on strong landing positions. Now, the last thing that I'm gonna leave you with is this fun little exercise moving down the ice that hits up our landing positions on both legs. So we're going to go push back and hold, feet together. 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 Push back and hold. Now, I like this exercise a bit more just because we're not on a circle, it's moving down the ice. And you're probably wondering, why am I practicing both sides? Well, why do we practice crossovers in both directions? It's just gonna help your skating overall. So practice this exercise. There is your lesson today and making your landing stand out. What I want you to remember is that after your elements, that is your signature signing off. So it's going to be, let's say I land a jump, yours sincerely, Stacy. Yes, everything finishes with a beautiful landing position, so please make sure you are working on them just as much as all your other elements. Thanks for watching Next Edge Tutorials and happy skating.